Hi guys! Welcome back to Team DTV.
In this video, we are going to take you for a ride with the BYD E-MAX 7 Standard. But before we proceed, we would like to thank Sir Dennis of Iconic Dealership.
And Sir Marvin and Ma'am Sel of BYD Greenfield.
And of course, si Sir Ramir din ng BYD Taytay. Alright, so guys, if you remember, the first time that we did a pro test drive of the BYD E-MAX was in Cebu. That was last year. Medyo matagal na rin. And that was the Superior Captain. Yun yung 6-seater, tama?
Yeah.
So, ang second row nun, dalawang captain seats. So, this one, yung standard, ito yung bench type yung gitna. So, what makes this video special?
First time natin mag full EV, pauwi ng Bicol.
Yes, so this is our very first time to drive a full EV, a BEV, all the way to Sorsogon. So, di ba, all this time, kapag umuwi kami ng Bicol, palay plug-in hybrid ang dinadala namin. So, okay na bang mag-drive all the way to Bicol? That's more than 500 kilometers all the way to Sorsogon. Kaya na ba ng charging infrastructure? Kayang-kaya ba ng battery ng range ng BYD E-MAX 7? That's what we will find out. So, paano? Let's go, team! Bago tayo umalis, nagpa-full charge tayo. So, ayan, naka 99% na tumakbo lang tayo ng 2.1 kilometers from the charging station, no? So, ayan, punta na tayo ng Bicol. Okay, guys, so nandito na tayo sa EDSA. Malapit na tayong pumasok ng SLEX southbound. So, yeah, dala natin tong BYD E-MAX 7 Standard to Bicol. So, tapang-tapangan tayo, ha. Tapang-tapangan kasi this is a very first time na magdadrive ng BEV to Bicol. No gasoline. Hindi to plug-in, ha. Hindi to plug-in hybrid. So, ang range na kiniklaim ng BYD, NEDC yata to, I'm not sure, is 420 kilometers. Manila to Legazpi is about 480 kilometers. So, sa 420 pa lang, dati nang kulang, no? So, titingnan natin kung paano tayo makakarating ng Bicol ng hindi nagtutulak. So, ang first na diskarte natin is pupunta tayo magpapacharge tayo sa PTT Lucena. Around 12:30 kami umalis ng bahay and ang ETA namin sa Lucena is, ayan, 2:57 a.m. That's about 2 hours and 18 minutes from now. Alright guys, see you in Lucena. Okay, ayan yung PTT. Ito na ba yun? May katabing McDonald's. U-turn tayo dito. Okay guys, andito na tayo sa PTT station. May tendency kayo ditong pwede magkamali kasi dalawa yung PTT na gas station. So ito yung PTT na yung pangalan niya merong City Hall, no? Ayun, buti na lang nahanap ni Tito Ted. Ayan, so meron silang, may DC, ayan o, DC 120 kilowatt and then AC 22. Dito tayo sa DC para mabilis. So ayan, magcha-charge na kami. Okay? Scan. Ang kakailangan namin i-karga is mga 20 kilowatt. Mga 600 pesos yon. So gawin na lang niya, wala lang 600 ano? Gawin mo ng 1,000.
Go?
Yeah, pay mo na. Yan. Tapos, pag na-plug na, ito naman sunod. Slide. Ano sabi doon?
Slide to charge.
Slide to charge. Ayan. Something.
Ayan na.
Ayun, charging in progress. There you go. Oh, bilis oh. Nag-66 na. May 1% na agad. The power is 49. Umaabot ng 49 kilowatt. Okay, akala ko abutin tayo ng 2 hours. Buti na lang, available yung DC. Kasi kung AC, matagal-tagal. O tara, kain na muna tayo. Nag-aantay pa kami ng order namin na wala pa yung order namin. And yet, ayan. 15.63 na ang energy delivered. Ang kailangan lang naman namin is 19.9. Sabihin na natin 20. Ayan. Mga almost 4 kilowatt hour na lang ang kulang. Ayan ang gauge natin ng ang gauge natin ng charging time. Yung order namin sa McDo, wala pa. Tito Ted pa lang meron. Oh, Tito Ted pa lang. Sa amin ni Madam Pea, ni Achi, wala pa. So, 14 minutes na kami nagcha-charge. 21.93 kilowatt hour na ang na-deliver. And Si Madam Pea, hindi pa nga tapos kumain eh. Oh. Di pa,
Ito na.
hindi pa ubos yung burger niya, pero almost done na yung charging namin. Oh. Si Achi, ganun din. May drinks pa. Oh, nagna-nuggets pa. Pagdating namin sa PTT Lucena, the SOC was 65%, meaning 35% was consumed. The battery capacity of the BYD Emax 7 standard is 55.4 kilowatt-hour. So, 35% of that is 19.39 kilowatt-hour. The total distance galing sa bahay was 132.1 kilometers. Divide that by 19.39 kilowatt-hour, you will get the average energy consumption of 6.8 kilometers per kilowatt-hour. I think sakto lang for a 6-seater MPV with luggage. According to the Evro app, the total energy delivered was 21.93 kilowatt-hour and we paid 767 pesos and 55 cents. Double check natin kung tama yung charge sa atin ni Evro. If you divide 767.55 by kilowatt-hour delivered, that's 35 pesos per kilowatt-hour for DC fast charging. So, tama naman yung price, no? Now, kung mapapansin nyo, 21.93 kilowatt-hour ang energy delivered. Yan yung binayaran natin. Pero ang nakarga sa battery was only 19.39. May sobrang 2.54 kilowatt-hour na binayaran natin. Di ba? Kasama yun sa binayaran namin. Ang tanong, saan napunta? Anong nangyari? Yung 2.54 kilowatt-hour is approximately 12% na napunta sa charging loss. Okay? Yung 12% kinumpute ko sa 2.54 divided by 21.93. Kasi yun yung total energy delivered. So, may 12% na hindi nakarating sa battery. Napunta siya sa charging loss. May tinatawag tayong charging loss. Yung wires or your charging line po kasi, they consume energy in transmitting the electricity from the charging hub to the battery of your car. At kasama yun sa binabayaran natin. Totoo nga, no? Totoo nga. Hindi naman ganun katagal mag-charge. Next stop is Naga City. Ayan. 262 kilometers, 6 hours and 20 minutes. So, I think kayang-kaya na yan, 262. Kasi fully charged na tayo. We have a fresh we have a fresh 420 kilometers ulit. Alright, let's go! Dito na kami sa Calawag. Ayan. Si Tito Ted ang nagdadrive. Inantok na kasi ako. In fairness, yung Cali ngayon medyo nag-improve. Hindi kasing sama the last time na dumaan kami. So, malubak lang daw kanina sa Lopez. Tapos, ngayon dito sa Calawag, medyo okay na. Andito na kami sa Andaya. Andaya Road. Madaya Road. We are now here in Landers, Naga City. Yung pala pagpasok mo, andyan na agad yung charging station. Ayan, maganda pala yung maganda pala yung charging station dito. 4 na ports. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cars ang kasya. Pagdating namin sa Landers Naga, the SOC was 38%, meaning 62% was consumed, or 34.35 kilowatt-hour. The distance between PTT Lucena and Landers Naga is 245.9 kilometers. The average energy consumption was 7.15 kilometers per kilowatt-hour. Mas tumipid ng konti compared nung galing Maynila to PTT Lucena. With the remaining SOC of 38% or 21 kilowatt-hour, at the rate of 7.15 kilometers per kilowatt-hour, kaya pa tumakbo ng 150 kilometers, no? And Naga City to Legazpi City is about 100 kilometers. So parang kayang-kaya pa, no? Pero may konting anxiety na ako niyan. Kaya mas gusto ko mag-charge pa rin sa Landers Naga. Besides, hindi ko pa sure kung makakapag-charge ako agad pagdating sa Legazpi. Ang maganda sa Landers, while charging, nakapag-lunch na kami, tapos si Madam Pea may nabili sa grocery, at ako naman nakapagpa-haircut. Nakapag-charge kami ng almost 15 kilowatt-hour and we paid 423 pesos and 71 cents. Bale, 28 pesos per kilowatt-hour. Mas mura kasi AC lang. Mabagal naman kumpara sa DC dun sa Lucena, which cost 35 pesos naman per kilowatt-hour. When we left Landers, the SOC was around 61%. Please watch this video for more details of our charging experience.
Binabalang namin si Tito Ted dito sa bus terminal kasi hindi naman siya sasama sa amin sa Legazpi. So pakita ko lang sa inyo yung itsura ng luggage namin sa likod. Ayan, no? Well organized. Maganda lang pagkakaayos because of the luggages. Hindi naman yan sobrang mabigat, but in terms of volume, ang ganda, ang luwag. Maximize talaga yung third row, yung trunk. But in terms of the weight, as you can see, yung suspension natin hindi naman dapa. Ayan. Ayos lang, sakto lang. Alright, so punta na kami ng Legazpi. So we are now on our way to Legazpi, pero we will pass by BYD Camsur kasi gusto ko ipakita sa inyo yung charging station nila. Okay, nandito tayo sa BYD Camsur. Meron din silang charging station dito, and look at that, meron silang DC 60 kilowatt. Malapit na kami sa Ginubatan, and just a few more kilometers, Daraga na, and then Legazpi. Guys, here at Team DTV, we love to drive and share with you real experiences and real data. If you like this content, please consider to hit that subscribe button. We just arrived at the Oriental Hotel. Nice!
Nice, right?
Volcanic grill.
Hindi ito yung brand. Nice.
Yung mayon is there. Yun nga lang, hindi kita ngayon kasi natatakpan. Ayan, here are my in-laws. Say hi! Andito yung mga kids. Hindi na kids, malalaking kids.
When we arrived in Legazpi, we checked into the hotel, took a quick nap, and ran a few errands. That's why the data I'm about to share was actually taken the following morning. The SOC was 26%. From 61% in Naga, we consumed 35% or 19.39 kilowatt hour for a distance of 109.9. So, like I said, mga 100 kilometers lang naman ang Naga to Legazpi. So, medyo lumagpas yan, medyo marami ang mileage namin, yung kilometers namin, kasi nga, nakapag-ikot-ikot na kami sa Legazpi doing some errands. But anyway, the average energy consumption for this leg was 5.68 kilometers per kilowatt hour kasi matraffic na pagpasok namin ng province of Albay.
Good morning, good morning, good morning team. Good morning Legazpi. So nandito tayo ngayon sa SM Legazpi, no. Magpapa-charge sana tayo kasi yung SOC natin now is 26%. Malalayo pa naman to considering na kung yung mga lakad namin today is around Legazpi, Daraga, and even up to Kamalig, kaya pa to. Pero syempre, mas maganda yung meron tayong enough juice para di tayo masyadong mag-aalala. Unfortunately, ayan, as early as 9 AM, puno na tong charging stations dito sa SM Legazpi. So anyway, ayan, may nauna na namang Sea Lion 6. BYD Sea Lion 6 plug-in hybrid. Nauna ka na naman sa charging station. May mga nagsasabi na dapat daw huwag kayong nakikipag-unahan sa charging station. Dapat ba si Lion 6 umalis ka dyan, ako ang dapat paunahin mo? Bigyan mo ako ng priority kasi naka E-Max 7 ako, full EV, naka BEV ako. Sorry, hindi po ako ganyan mag-isip. Nauna siya, siya ang mauna mag-charge. Hindi po ako naniniwala sa mga sinasabi ng iba na kapag battery EV ka, priority ka sa mga ganitong charging stations. Hindi. Kung sinong nauna, siyang mauna. Ang importante, as soon as matapos ka mag-charge, umalis ka na. Alright? Even if you are still staying inside the mall, meron ka pang mga business transactions, umalis ka dyan kasi that is a charging station. Hindi yan parking slot. So, kahit pa maghapon ka pa dito, fully charged ka na, alisin mo yan dyan, lumipat ka, hanap ka ng parking slot. Alright? Pinili ko na BYD E-Max 7 ang dadaling ko ngayon sa Bicol. Pinili ko yun, decision ko yun. So, dapat alam ko i-manage kung paano ako maghahanap ng charging station. Paano ko i-manage ang battery ko. Hindi yung mang-aabala ako ng ibang tao nang dahil sa mali kong desisyon. Hindi po ako ganun mag-isip. So, kung ako bibili ng battery EV, kung later gusto ko mag C-Line 7 or gusto ko mag Model Y, kagustuhan ko yun. Dapat marunong ako mag-isip. Dapat may talino ako na pinili ko mag BEV, alam ko kung paano ko i-handle ang charging ko. So, nandito tayo ngayon sa Ayala, Legazpi. It is less than 1 kilometer away from SM City. Meron ditong AC Mobility EV charging hub. Right? So, kapag puno yung sa SM, punta kayo dito sa Ayala Malls. Di ba? Maganda rito, mas mabilis pa to. Because this is 22 kilowatt. Yung sa SM, 7 kilowatt lang yon. So, sometimes, yes, libre sa SM, pero sometimes or most of the time, lalo na ganitong bakasyon, you want to spend more time with the family, mas valuable yung oras natin. Okay? So, you should go here and pay for the charging. Di ba? So, ayan. Meron silang 2 slots. 1, 2. And, ayun, nandun yung charging port sa kanan. Alright? So, I went to SM early to take a chance na baka may bakante. Nothing wrong with that. Sinong ayaw ng libre, di ba? Nothing wrong with that. Ngayon, kung puno, may nauna sa'yo, well, wala tayong magagawa. Respect them. Sila nauna. Sila may karapatan doon. Nauna sila eh. Now, ako, importante yung lakad ko. So, lipat ako dito sa Ayala Malls. I'm going to pay. Di ba? Ganun lang kasimple. Huwag mo nang ipagpilitan na dapat yung mga plug-in hybrid na nandun sa SM, umalis para ikaw mauna. Now, unfortunately, hindi pa rin ako nakapag-charge dito sa Ayala Malls, Legazpi kasi out of service yung isa and yung isa naman, mahina yung signal ng phone ko when I was trying to connect sa Evro. Hindi na ako nagtagal kasi kailangan na namin umalis. So, namasyal kami, umakyat kami ng Daraga Church. We are here in Daraga Church. This is one of the oldest churches here in Albay. Andun yung Mayon Volcano. As usual, natatakpan na naman ng mga clouds. Kumain ng halo-halo. Yan, this is what they call the chili halo-halo or sili. Dapat yata sili halo-halo eh. Ito naman yung ube avocado. Parang mas masarap to ah. Josh, what's this?
Cheesy ube makapuno.
And how about you, Sam? What's this?
Cheesy ube.
Cheesy ube din. Okay, pero no makapuno. How about you, Andy?
Go pandan.
Pumunta ng Cagsawa Ruins, etc. Pasyal-pasyal kasi nga meron kaming kasamang bakasyonista, di ba? Nagkasya pa yung remaining range ng battery. And then around 5 p.m., 5:30, mga ganon, bumalik kami ng SM. And after about an hour of waiting, nakapag-charge din kami. Nag-party pa kami that evening. Tapos, binalikan pa namin yung EMAX 7 sa SM in the middle of the party. Kasi syempre, magsasarado na eh, yung SM. So anyway, buti na lang, nandiyan si Sir Alex, dala si Alexa, yung BYD Seal 5 niya. Siya ang taga-drive sa akin papunta sa charging station. 9 p.m. close na yung SM Legazpi. So yung charging time namin was only, sabihin na natin, between 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So mga 3 hours lang. So hindi na fully charged yung EMAX 7. The problem is, the following day, pupunta kami ng Magdalena, Sorsogon, which is 120 kilometers from Legazpi at maaga ang alis. Hindi enough yung SOC ng EMAX 7. Buti na lang, dala ko yung ChargeX at nakicharge kami sa bahay ng tita namin. Okay, nandito kami sa bahay ng tita namin. Nakicharge kami. Iniwan namin dito yung BYD EMAX 7. Alright? That's it. Ayan. Ang ginamit namin pang-charge overnight is the ChargeX. Ayan. Dito lang sinaksak sa gilid. Ayun. So, if you guys notice, naka 10 amperes lang tayo kasi hindi namin alam kung ano ang capacity ng saksakan, kung ilang amperes. So, to be safe, sinat ko lang sa lowest, which is 10 amperes. That is equivalent to 1.5 kilowatt na charging power. Ayan. Overnight, from 40% kagabi, mga around 11 p.m., namin to iniwan, sinaksak. So, today, the following day, it's now 10:12. So, almost 12 hours. Ayan, naging 73%. So, pwede na. Marami na rin siyang na-charge.
Di ba? Malaking bagay na yan kasi pupunta kami today ng Sorsogon.
Farmhouse.
Okay guys, si Sir Fons. Welcome Sir Fons. Brother ni Madam Pea. Ayan. Based na sila sa US. Ang sasakyan nila is Toyota Land Cruiser Sequoia. Tapos Honda Ridgeline.
Ridgeline, yeah.
Tapos Pilot.
Lexus NX.
Tsaka may Lexus NS. So, bakit ko sinasabi? Kasi para alam nyo kung anong background nila sa sasakyan. Kasi this time, papadriving ko siya ng BYD E-Max 7. Bubudulin ko. Kahit bawal ang kahit bawal ang BYD sa Amerika, bawal kay Trump, bibili daw siya.
Yeah. We'll try.
Oh, sige, let's try.
Let's
Sige,
try. Yeah, I did.
nakadi na doon. Okay, let's go.
Alright.
Don't wait for any sound. There's no engine.
I know, naninibago ako.
May convoy kami. Guys, andun si Boss JM. Andun sa unahan, naka-Ranger. And then, andun sa likod natin si Sir Alex. Kasama si Alexa.
Oh wow, it's so smooth. Very smooth. Pinapakinggan ko, asan ba?
Oo, ganun talaga pag first mong electric talagang
Yeah.
nasanay ka kasi dun sa sound eh.
Yeah.
But anyway, just feel the power of the EV.
I'm having fun driving this. I think I'm gonna buy one. From Canada or from Mexico.
Oo, yes. Kausapin mo lang si Trump pagbalik mo.
Actually, you know, pag nag-brakes very smooth, you know, yun yung hindi kagaya ng ordinary na car. You're gonna feel that parang matigas. This one's very smooth. See?
Oh, okay.
Kala mo nga, accelerator. Well, it's my first time driving an EV car.
Talaga?
Yeah.
Yung Rivian na kinukwento mo, hindi mo na
I was about to schedule a driving test, but you know, vacation mode, so we were so busy.
Mukhang nakalimutan mo na yung driving ng Filipino driving.
It's just hard. I
very
mean,
polite ka sa kalye.
Yeah, that's how it is in the States. Yeah, you have to really, you know, give way to the
Ang layo ng space mo.
right. Yeah, kasi mahal ang insurance doon.
Yes, exactly.
Kung ikaw makabangga, di ba? Siyempre, charge sa'yo.
We are now here in SM City, Sorsogon. Alright? So from Legazpi kanina, we left at 73% SOC, and right now we are at 53. So 20% ang na-consume namin from Legazpi to Sorsogon. So there's only one charging port here. Ayan. And currently merong E-Max 7 na gumagamit. Sabi ni Kuya Guard, malapit na itong time is up na for this guy. Kasi guys, if you are not yet aware, si SM may bago silang policy na maximum of 3 hours lang yung usage ng free charging nila para daw hindi ma-abuse. So this guy is already his 3 hours is already up. So pinapa-page na ni Kuya Guard. Kami naman, we purposely planned to have our lunch here sa SM City, Sorsogon, para nga while having lunch, makapag-charge na rin kami. So, nauna na sila. I'm left alone here in the car. So, nauna na sila para mag-prepare na ng food namin. And ako na mag-aantay dun sa owner ng E-Max na pinapapage na ni Kuya Guard. Unfortunately, once again, hindi na naman kami nakapag-charge dito sa SM Sorsogon City. Aside from isa lang ang charging port, this other E-Max 7 never responded to the PA made by the guard. Yung resort na pupuntahan namin is in Magdalena, and it is about 62 kilometers from SM City, Sorsogon. Confident ako that we can make it there with the remaining SOC, but not in going back home. So, paano? Mas stuck kami doon? So, buti na lang, with a little bit of persuasion, the resort owner allowed us to use the Charge X. Kaya tumuloy na kami. Alright guys, nandito na kami sa Magdalena, Sorsogon. The resort's name is G Seascape. Ayan, nandun na sila sa likod, nagsuswim na yung mga bata. Before we go there, I just want to show to you, nakapag-charge kami. This was not pre-arranged. Along the way lang, tinawagan namin. Sinabi namin na, hey, kami yung naka-reserve with how many rooms. Sabi ko, baka pwedeng, si Madam Pea palang kausap, baka pwedeng maka-charge.
And at first they said they don't have the facility, but obviously while on the phone, the person on the phone just didn't really understand kung ano yung kailangan namin. So with a little bit of explanation and convincing, pumayag sila. So they actually have more than what we need, you know. So etong parking area nila, meron silang electrical room dito. This is where their generator is. Ayan, may generator sila. So syempre, malalakas ang mga wiring dito. So yung electrician nila dito told me na yung breaker nila dyan has a capacity of 40 watts. So very promising. Sabi ko, kailangan lang naman namin is only 20 watts. This is now the new model ng ChargeX natin. Okay? What is new about this model is, ayan, iba na to. Itong socket na to, meron na tong, ito to, this is thicker. Meron na tong heat sensor. Alright? Guys, don't worry about this. Kasi kung 40 amperes yan or 20 amperes man yan, monitoring lang yan nung ano nila. Nung sa generator nila. Hindi yan yung main line ng generator. So, meron na tong kasamang adapter. Okay? Eh, since may grounding dito, so hindi ko na kailangan. So anyway, this one is thicker and this one has heat sensor. Alright? So, ayan. Aesthetically, physically, pareho lang ang design, the same size, except meron na tong application. Right? I mean, app sa phone that you can connect dito via Bluetooth. So, it's now easier to configure. Diba? Medyo mahirap gamitin to kasi pipindot-pindot ka. So, with the app, marami kang information na makikita and it's obviously, of course, I mean, it's more user-friendly. So, anyway, one thing lang I wanted to share with you with this particular setup is, di ba maikli? Ayan, hindi siya lulusot kasi doon eh. Our initial intention was to padaanin dito yung gun, kaya lang hindi lusot. You have to pay attention. You want to make sure that this is plugged securely, as in pasok na pasok. So, hindi mo pwedeng hayaan lang to na nakahang. Kapag nakahang yan, all the weight will be here. Ito lang ang magsusupport. So, obviously, hindi yan kakapit ng mabuti. So, that's why nag-improvise ako nito. Kami ni Sir Alex, tinali namin dito. Para yung weight ng mismong charger is handled by this. Para wala masyadong weight dito. Para securely connected yan. Right? Kasi without this, aside from the weight of the charger, pati weight ng cable papunta dun sa labas, the entire weight will pull this plug. So, hindi magandang setup yun. Alright? Remember guys, pag loose ang connection mo, it will generate heat and can cause fire. So always take note of that. Kaya dapat importante, snug fit, maganda ang kapit. But then, with the new ChargeX, the version 2 of the ChargeX, meron din siyang heat sensor. Pag may na-detect siya diyang heat, up to a certain degree, ka-cut off niya yung power. One thing na you would really appreciate with the app is that kapag ka ganitong tight space, di ba? Medyo hassle na papasok pa ulit ako dun, di ba? Dito na lang. I can use the app. Alright? So, magkoconnect ako ulit. Ayan. So, ayan. We can monitor. Remember guys, ang maximum nito is 16. So, ilalagay ko na siya sa 16. It's now 16. And then, confirm. Now, ayan, 3.5 na yung power niya. The question is, ilan talaga ang pumapasok sa car? Tingnan natin. There you go. Naging 3.1 na siya. Andyan yung mga boys. What's going on here? You're all drinking? What's that? Yellowtail, Australian, white? Okay. Yung mga matatanda nandito. Matatandang magaganda. Di pa ako tapos eh. Oh, di ba? Good morning, good morning, good morning team. It's now 10:46 dito sa Sorsogon. So, anong nangyari nito kagabi? Nagba-brown out pala kasi dito. So, mga bandang 2 a.m. nag-stop to. Kasi nagkaroon ng power interruption. Umandar yung generator. So, ako naman, just to be safe, hinugot ko siya, tinanggal ko. Tapos pagising ko ng mga 6:30, bumalik na yung power supply. Well, I don't know kung anong oras bumalik, pero pagising ko ng 6:30, bumalik na. So sinaksak ko, nag-resume siya ng bandang 6:30 kaninang umaga. Tapos ngayon ko lang ulit binalikan, 10:47. Tingnan natin yung SOC natin. Oops. Nice! 100%! Ayan. Can you just imagine kung hindi namin dala yung Charge X? Kasi dito sa Sorsogon, medyo mahirap talaga makakuha ng charging station. Ang meron lang, SM City, Sorsogon, isang port lang. At hindi rin kami nakapag-charge doon kasi pagdaan namin, may gumagamit. So, ayun, buti na lang. The Charge X saved the day. And etong resort dito, the owner was kind enough, pinayagan kaming mag-charge. Here at Team DTV, we love to do real-life driving scenario. No? We want to provide you real driving experiences and real data. That's what we call our signature Pro Test Drive. Practical, relatable, and useful. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe to our channel. Okay, let's do a summary. So, malamang first question ninyo is, how much was the total charging cost? We paid 767 pesos and 55 cents dun sa PTT Lucena, and then 423 pesos and 71 cents sa Landers Naga. Okay? So, total is 1,191 pesos and 26 cents. That will already get you to Legazpi and even to Sorsogon. But remember, umalis tayo ng Maynila, fully charged. Can the BYD E-MAX 7 standard reach Bicol from Manila without charging? Well, depende kung saan sa Bicol, no? Kasi malaki ang Bicol. Kung Naga City, yes. Legazpi City, no. Lalo na kung Sorsogon City, no. Galing Maynila, di kaya. Is BYD's claimed range of 420 kilometers accurate based on my experience? First of all, yung 420 kilometers, based yun sa NEDC. And we already know na yung NEDC is very optimistic, no? And hindi talaga siya based on real-life driving condition. Manila to PTT consumed 35%. PTT to Landers Naga consumed 62%. So, dun pa lang, meron ka ng total of 97%. Okay? For a distance of 378 kilometers. With 4 passengers and luggage and normal driving, not over the speed limit. Okay? So, I think the realistic range is mga 380 kilometers. Sagad yan, from Manila to Naga. Meron ka ng, may low battery warning ka na yan sa instrument cluster pagdating mo sa bandang Sipukot, paglabas mo ng Andaya. Can you drive the BYD E-MAX 7 all the way to Legazpi City with the current charging infrastructure? Yes, oo naman. How about all the way to Sorsogon? Yes, kaya. Does that mean you do not have range anxiety anymore? Okay. So, after this experience, yung tanong na yan is now kind of tricky. Hindi mo na yung basta-basta masasagot ng yes or no. Kasi, getting to Legazpi or even to Sorsogon from Manila, sure, you can with the current charging infrastructure, no? Kung sa makakarating ka. Sure yan. Okay? The question is, pagdating mo, how do you keep your EV charged? It's not just about getting to the destination. Pagdating mo, lobat ka na. Saan ka magcha-charge? Yun yan ang tanong. Pag nandun ka na sa Legazpi or nasa Sorsogon ka na, ang challenge doon is, how will you move around? Ngayon, kung tourist ka, siguro dapat i-check mo muna doon sa Airbnb or sa hotel na pag-stayan mo kung merong socket na malapit sa parking area. And make sure na papayagan ka nilang mag-plug. Now, kung makikituloy ka naman sa relative mo, much better kasi mas malaki ang chance mo na meron kang masasaksakan sa bahay nila. Now, ano naman yung mga lessons learned namin in this experience, no? Number 1, dapat nag-charge kami sa BYD Camsor using the DC fast charging hub. Okay? Hindi sa Landers kasi mabagal. Okay? And always charge to 100% whenever possible. Huwag ka magtipid thinking na baka pagdating mo sa Legazpi or sa Sorsogon, makakapag-charge ka sa SM for free. Before you arrive sa BYD Camsor, mag-take out na kayo ng food. Eat inside the car while charging. Lesson number 2, arrange with the resort or hotel way ahead of your arrival and make sure na yun nga, meron silang socket near the parking area
and that they will allow you to plug using the portable charger. Okay? Now, yung case namin sa Sorsogon, pumayag naman and sabihin mo na if you're willing to pay. Kung minsan kasi magkakahiyaan pa kayo niyan, mag-offer ka na mag-pay. Kung ibigay sa'yo for free, that's fine. Mas masarap, di ba? For our case, chinarge kami ng 500 pesos overnight na yon. I think that was already fair enough. Parang rate lang din yun sa bahay. And then, yun nga, hindi ka na pwede mag-rely sa SM for free charging. Okay? Kasi ang dami na talagang gumagamit doon. Lagi ng puno. Even sa SM Legazpi, palagi ng puno. Ang matatakbuhan mo lang talaga is Ayala Malls Legazpi kasi meron dong AC Mobility yung Ebro. So ano yung mga inconveniences na na-experience namin, no? In the middle of our family gathering, yung sa party namin, ang family, mga relatives, hinatid nga namin ni Sir Alex yung EMAX 7 sa SM kasi nagkaroon kami ng chance mag-charge. In the middle of the party, kailangan naming umalis para kunin. So, di ba, abala, imbis na nag-enjoy ka na, nagpa-party-party ka na. Pangalawa, sa Sorsogon City naman, merong nire-recommend sa amin na masarap daw na restaurant outside of SM City. Pero, dahil nga alanganin yung charge namin, nag-decide kami na sa SM na lang para may chance na makapag-charge. And only to end up na hindi rin kami nakapag-charge kasi, yun na nga, occupied, iisa lang ang charging station, occupied pa, nag-overstay pa yung nandun. Actually, after SM, hindi pa kami tumuloy agad ng Magdalena. Kasi, nagbakasakali kami, nalaman ni Sir Alex na meron palang VinFast na doon. So, dumaan kami sa VinFast. Baka sakali lang baka meron silang charging port. Pero wala pa raw kasi bagong bukas lang. So, nag-ikot pa kami, may na-recommend sila. Basta, mga about 1 hour pa ang nasayang bago kami nag-decide na tumuloy na ng Magdalena. So, just imagine, 1 hour din yun. Sayang nung oras. Pinaka-importante talaga sa lahat is to always bring your portable charger. Okay? Lalo na kung meron ka nung ChargeX. Guys, hindi sa ina-advertise ko yung ChargeX pero ChargeX really saved the day. Totoo naman talaga. Okay? So, mas maganda yung ChargeX kasi mas mabilis. Approximately mga 36 hours aabutin pag nag-charge ka using the BYD portable charger pag charge mo yung EMAX 7. Okay? Ganun siya katagal. Kapag gamit mo yung ChargeX, abutin ka na ng mga 18 hours. Malaking difference, lalo na kapag ganitong mga, nasa road trip ka and, time is of the essence. Sa ganitong mga bakasyon, we want to spend more time with the family and relatives. Not in charging stations, not in SM waiting for free charging, di ba? So, importante yung oras. Now, will I still drive a BEV or a full EV to Bicol? Yes, of course, definitely. Ngayon pa, after learning these lessons, mas matalino na ako ngayon, di ba? Now, I know better how to manage the SOC of the battery. Walang hate or bashing sa mga plug-in hybrids na palaging nauna sa mga charging stations. Okay?
Thank you guys for watching.
We would like to thank once again BYD Greenfield and BYD Taytay for making this Pru test drive possible.
As always, please drive safe.
Bye.
Bye.